Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Now, today really is Thursday. It's not funny. I shouldn't be laughing because I had a few of y'all really messed up yesterday, and I do want to apologize for that. I'm so sorry. Poor Diane, she has someplace that she had to be on Thursday, and whenever she turned on my video and me declaring that it was Thursday, it got her upset because she thought that she had messed up on her days and wasn't where she was supposed to be going. And also, Vicki, I apologize to you too, because you work part-time on Thursdays, and when you saw my video and I said it was Thursday, you thought that you had missed your work. So I am sorry. I know that I had to give y'all a little bit of a uneasy feeling, and it was so dumb of me because I had was going to start the video, and then I clicked on my calendar on my phone, which is tiny, so I guess I looked at the day and got the day and the date mixed up. I don't know what I did, but I'll try not to do that again. I used to date my videos, but then I stopped doing that because we got a speed demon here. Because if I dated them, then that caused a problem. If I didn't get it uploaded on the day that I said that it was, then anyway, I shouldn't even try to explain myself. How can I explain myself when I don't even understand the things that I do? Okay, let me get around the school bus and get to going here. I'm not even on the Southern State Parkway yet. I'm still on the Wantagh Parkway. I think I'm doing okay on time. Jill has kickboxing this morning, so it's very important for her to maintain her exercise and her exercise goals and her healthy lifestyle. So I'm in for it. I'm here to support her every step of the way. When she has an IV case like she has today, she does fit in her workout. She prefers to go in the morning, although there are afternoon classes, but I would rather get there early so that she can make the morning kickboxing, and that way she can get home earlier in the evening, which helps me because, oh, Lordy, it takes a lot of patience to do the things that need to be done for Issa in the afternoons. I fix his snack, and then of course, he wants to go down the street and play with the little neighbor boys, but he can't. He has to do his homework, so I try to get him started on his homework. I don't mind helping him with his spelling and his English and language, I think they call it. But when it comes to the math, even second grade math is beyond my intelligence. I bet Dairy Queen's sales of Blizzards went up by 100%. The other day when I was eating that Dairy Queen Blizzard, so many of y'all told me that you had gone and got yourself one, or got your peanut butter parfait, or whatever it is that you like from Dairy Queen. So I get on the parkway and it's backed up already, so I don't know. It's just hard for me to leave. I mean, I didn't even get to drink my second cup of coffee this morning. I'm just going to have to get up earlier. And the only way I can do that is to stop watching videos in my bed at night. Really, when I take the phone to bed with me because I use the clock on it to wake up. But then I'll click on, like, the Johnny Depp trial, and I ended up watching the whole live stream yesterday. Not as it was going, but I started in the afternoon, I think, and then I would, I did the video of, the blouse from Tammy, and thank you for that. I love it, and so does everybody else. It's so beautiful and comfortable. Oh, I just love it. But I was, started watching the video, and even though it goes on for 8 hours, you can fast forward through it because, they have their lunch break, and then some of the depositions on there are boring, but the doorman or the security or whoever he is that works at the building where Johnny's penthouses are, it was so funny, y'all. He just had enough of it. I mean, the guy's in his car, he's probably trying to get to work, and he's having to sit there and answer just the same question over and over from Amber's female attorney. And she just rephrases and re-asks the same questions 10 times or more. To me, that's witness badgering. I don't know why the judge allows it. I mean, she had mentioned last week that time was not on their side. Well, there's so much that she could do to speed it up. Anyway, the guy, he started vaping. And then he just turned his engine on and took off right in the middle of the deposition. They're asking him questions about things that happened 10 years ago. Or maybe longer. Let's see, 2014 or 15? Yeah, almost 10 years ago. And he told them, I can't tell you what I had for breakfast this morning. Asking him if Amber had on makeup and did she have bruises on her face, and just asinine. Anyway, it kind of reminded me of things that I've come across during my life that has to do with abuse and, domestic abuse. But my friend Donna that lives in Oregon, she's been married and divorced 4 times. She's such a doll. I met her when I lived in Kissimmee, and I have told that story about how I met her. I had a booth at the flea market there on Earl Bronson Memorial Highway. I don't remember the name of the flea market. It's probably still there. But during the Beanie Baby fad, I had met this young couple that owned a Hallmark store. So I was able to, they would let me know when the Beanie Babies first came in. So I would go in there and buy them and then take them to the market and resell them, for a markup, a little $3 or $4 profit off of each Beanie Baby. So this lady came. She was kind of what I call a big bone lady, bigger in stature than me. Beautiful blonde hair, and she was in this big, huge diesel truck. So she came to my booth with her granddaughter and was just, looking around at the Beanie Babies, and bought one for her granddaughter. And I had them sitting on cardboard boxes, to kind of have different levels of them to look at. Because all we had was just an old wooden table, to display the things on. So she left, and, she introduced herself to me, and we started talking and got to know each other a little bit. So she left, and this was in the morning, I guess, right after the flea market had opened, which was around, I think we opened at 8 or 9, I believe. So this was around 11, and about 3 or 4 o'clock, she came back in that big old diesel truck with these wooden shelves for me. Her son-in-law is a carpenter. He builds the Gap stores. He works for the construction company that goes all over the United States building the Gap stores. And so she had gone home and got together some pieces of wood, and he built me some shelves, and she brought them to me. So I had some really nice shelves to display the Beanie Babies on. But when I meet people and we get a connection like that, it's just an instant bond. And then it's a friendship that lasts forever. Donna and I became really close friends, and we just spent so much time together and just learned to love and appreciate each other and supported each other through our tough times and everything. And she was there for me throughout the car crash that killed my son Jeremy, supported me and helped take care of me and get me through all of that. But she ended up selling her house in Kissimmee, and she moved back to her home, which is in Oregon, and she still lives there. I went to see her one day. I flew out to Portland, and she came and picked me up, and we spent a week together, and we went sightseeing, and that was the first time I had ever seen the Oregon coast. And y'all, if you've never been and you get a chance to go, definitely go. It is breathtakingly beautiful. And she was telling me about some of the things that she had been through with her 4 ex-husbands. And her last husband, he was an executive with Georgia Pacific, and he made really good money. And they lived on a farm in Idaho. And, you know, they raised cattle and horses, and Donna was just into all of that. And, you know, she would help birth the cattle, and she would be telling me about how she had to stick her hand up inside of the mama cow and help her deliver the calf, and all of these different things. So her husband, things started not going so well. I think she suspected him of having an affair. So they had not been married too long, probably 5 or 6 years. So, you know, things were just not going well. So he had come home from one of his trips, and she had asked him about his bonus for that year, and he told her that he didn't get one. You know, that sales weren't all that good, and he just didn't get one. So he had gone out to do something, you know, on the farm, go check on the cows or whatever, you know, he did on the farm. So while he was gone, she opened up his briefcase and found these Playboy magazines in his briefcase. And she found an envelope with a check in it for $7,000 for his bonus for that year that he had just lied and told her that he didn't get. I don't remember what she told me that she did about the check, but y'all, she took that Playboy magazine and the wedding pictures that she had up in their bedroom and living room and around the house. She removed those from the frames, and so what she did, she cut out the faces from the Playboy models and put just their body part into the frame with their pictures still showing and put them back up on the wall. So they had a big knockdown drag out. And he pulled a pistol on her. And her granddaughter was there that day, and of course it scared everybody to death. Her granddaughter called 911 and got the police there and broke up that fight, and then he left, and then Donna did file for the divorce, but she had to get a order of protection against him. It turned into a really nasty ordeal. So that was her 4th and last husband, as far as I know. I haven't talked to her in a while. I need to call her or email her. We used to keep in touch on Facebook, but I'm not on Facebook anymore, so I can't keep up with her that way. Y'all, this traffic is just horrific this morning. I'm going to have to call Jill and tell her that she has to be late for her kickboxing. So I'm going to go ahead and end it. This is getting over 15 minutes, and that's just too long for y'all to have to sit and watch Glenda Sully at one time. So please subscribe if you haven't done so already. I would love to have you join my YouTube family. You will be loved and accepted here. And y'all just keep on coming back. Bye, guys.